Just appreciate all the work. She's had a lot of help. I don't have the names of all the people on the parade committee, but I know that they've worked very hard.
Tim, I think there's 60 entries in this year's parade in the grand. This is the grand parade.
The main parade of the Chicken Festival. So if you take the 60 entries that she's had in this parade, plus, I watched the children's parade yesterday, and it was tremendous. There were a lot of floats and a lot of different groups represented, and what she's done is just done a great job.
She has done a wonderful job.
Yeah, we just commend her on what she's done. Well, we're still waiting patiently.
Waiting, and the crowd looks like they're waiting patiently as well.
Yeah, I think the crowd's grown quite a bit from the time that we started at 2 o'clock.
Yes, I think so.
Just from what we can see here, Suzanne, just from what we can see, looking around, and we can't see probably a tenth of what is actually here.
Right.
There's got to be a terrific crowd here for this parade today, and the crowds have been great. I was here yesterday at the festival. I know you didn't get to be here, having to be in school and all, but it was just wall-to-wall people, seemed like, and the streets were very crowded. The midway was crowded, and
I think more people know about the parade and the Chicken Festival this year. It's getting more coverage, so we're bringing in more people, and not from just Laurel County, but from surrounding counties as well. Maybe some people from out of state.
Sure, yeah, I heard
that.
I was listening to some of the radio stations from around the area that were advertising for us in Manchester and other cities. So, it's been getting real good coverage from other areas. So, that helps a lot to bring people out. Because, London's very centrally located to Manchester and Somerset, Corbin.
And even close to Lexington as well. It's not that far.
Right, Richmond, Maria. Just had one of our spotters from the crowd tell us that we have some skaters that are performing right here. We can't see them, but I think they're from
Jerry's roller rink.
Right, yeah. I'm sure, even though we can't see them, I'm sure that you can.
Probably performing lots of tricks on their skates.
Sure.
Making it look easy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, here they come. Now we can tell. Tell where they're from.
Yes. That was Jerry's roller rink.
I have a lot of admiration for those people that can skate like that. I've tried it a few times and not much success. So it's not one of the things that I pursue very much effort.
Well, Tim, I can't tell what's coming next.
The crowd just seems to be pressing farther out into the street. I realize too that they want to see what's going on, and we're just all having to work together. We're just all having to work together here to get,
Right. Not enough room on the streets for all the people that want to see the parade.
That's the truth. These things that we have here in Laurel County just seem to be getting bigger. We have the homecoming and the Chicken Festival and then Christmas on Main, and I know that all these different events that we have here, they just seem to grow and grow and grow. And I think that's a good testimony to Laurel County.
Laurel County is growing.
It really is.
That's wonderful.
Okay, now we have.
Oh, it looks like the Shriners.
Right.
Now, what would a parade be, Tim, without the Shriners?
They've been very active in parades. I know in my dealings with the homecoming parade over the last 10 years, the Shriners have just been very involved with that. They bring about as much as they can possibly bring with their bands and all of their officials of the Shriners, and the little Mack trucks that ride around, and the motor scooters and the cars, and the bands, and they just really turn out for our parades and for Laurel County activities, and we're very appreciative of them and what they do and the work they do with crippled children.
Tim, there are 32 to 35 units of the Olika Temple in today's parade.
Another thing that I would like to say about the Shriners, they're very cooperative. Whatever you ask them to do or ask them to bring, they work as hard as they can to be sure and get it there. I know that I've talked to them several times and said, can you bring this to the parade or can you bring that? And they really do everything possible to get there. And usually they're always they always have it there. We just saw some clowns go by on some scooters, and I'm sure that we're going to see the hillbillies
Oh yes,
And,
it was there.
you know, the kids, it's one thing, you know, that I'm sure that adults love this, but I know that children, they just
The
go wild.
kids, yes, the kids really enjoyed
when they
seeing the
see.
Shriners and the
Right.
trucks.
Well, Suzanne, I'm having a great time. What about
And
you?
I am too, Tim. If we could see just a little bit,
We talked about having them hang us from those light poles so we could see a little better.
we would have a better view, wouldn't we?
Yeah, but I don't know. Once I got to thinking about it, I thought maybe we better not do that.
Better stay on solid ground.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to hold the mics and hold our cue cards and everything.
That's true. There's more Shriners.
While the Shriners are going through, I think I'll just mention to you about the midway that we have here at the Chicken Festival. Nolan Amusements, they have probably about 20 to 25 rides this year that are on Broad Street. And some of them are the Astro Wheel, the Scrambler, the Zipper, Tilt-A-Whirl. They have a great Ferris wheel and a merry-go-round. A lot of rides for little children and adults as well. So please come out. If you're watching this right now, I want you to come out tonight and take advantage of this. We have a dunking booth here. And so if you hear a great roar from the crowd, it probably means somebody has just gone in the water. But because we're sitting right across the street from that dunking booth. As Suzanne said earlier, we have 101 vendors, which I know is quite a bit more than we had last year. And there's all kinds of food, all kinds of different activities, a lot of arts and crafts, a lot of things on sale that you can come.
Anything that you could expect is about here at the Chicken Festival this year. And here's some little trucks.
They're called the Truckin' Fezzes. That's what the Shriners call them. And they're a very big hit at
Sure, every kid would like to have one of those in their yard.
You know, they give those away usually once or twice a year. And I know I have a little boy that every time we go by and they're giving one of those away, he wants me to register. Actually, he wants me to buy him one, but it's a little more than my budget will allow at this point. So.
They're so small. I wonder how someone can get in there, but they look pretty comfortable.
But, you know, I see these guys. They do these, you know, they ride the motor scooters and they ride the little cars and do this. And when they have room enough on the street, they do a lot of routines with those.
Right, they can do some tricks, but as you can, well, I don't know if you can see or not, but the streets are pretty crowded with people. People are out in the streets.
Yeah, it's kind of narrow for them to do anything with.
They don't have very much.
They're very skilled at that. You know, I've watched them as they just weave in and out among each other on the bicycles and the scooters, and they have a lot of skill. It takes a lot of skill to do something like
Right,
that.
it sure does.
Let's see, Suzanne, if we have anything else that's coming up tonight that we might want to mention. A couple of things that I didn't mention earlier. Jerry Weaver's Jazz Band, I did mention them that they would be here at 10:30 tonight, but they'll also be here at 3 o'clock this afternoon, which will be immediately following this parade. And also the vocal ensemble Destiny for the Kentucky Christian College will be here at 6:30 p.m. today. And I think, Suzanne, that we have one more parade today at 6 o'clock.
Yes, the antique car parade.
Right. And, you know, I've noticed that there's a lot of people in this area that have a lot of antique cars. And I always like to watch those go by. Yeah.
And showing their cars off, definitely so.
It's a lot of fun to look at them.
Right.
Watch them.
Tim, also we have the wrestling there, I understand, this year at the Chicken Festival.
Yeah, I didn't mention a whole lot about that earlier. I don't know. I've not seen it myself, but I know that the bear weighs about, I forget how much they said that it weighed, but it has teeth that are 3.5 inches long. It has all of its claws, and they say the bear is very gentle, but I don't believe even for $1,000 that I would get in there and wrestle the bear. If you do go in and pin the bear, you can win $1,000 prize.
But I don't know if it would be worth it.
I don't either. I don't know.
Tim, it says that the wrestling bear weighs half a ton and it's over 7 feet tall.
No, that's a little more than I want to take on.
I can't imagine. Well, there goes one of the hillbilly.
Yeah, there they come.
The hillbilly trucks.
You know, I look at these trucks here, and I don't know how in the world that they are still going.
Okay, that one looks like it has a name. Gertrude, is that its name?
Gertrude, that's Hillbilly Clan number 31.
Yes.
Driving Gertrude. See a lot of smiles on people's faces. They're really enjoying it.
They enjoy the hillbilly trucks, that's for sure.
I'm sure there's some more things that the Shriners have. We have a lot of clowns out here today with the Shriners. There's one right now.
On a moped, it looks like. Looks like here comes another hillbilly truck.
Yeah. Let's see if this one has a name too. It has a name, Suzanne. I'll let you read that.
What's this one's name? I can't see it yet.
They're from Corbin. Outhouse number 4 is the name of this hillbilly truck.
Outhouse number 4. Looks like they're spraying water.
That's what I thought too.
Got the crowd wet, I think.
You know, this parade is very big.
It sure is.
It's a very big parade.
That one's from Somerset, Kentucky.
Well, the Shriners have really turned out today.
Definitely.
Okay.
Lots of Shriners.
Go ahead, Suzanne.
Looks like there is America's Most Beautiful Baby Girl 1991, Ashley Suzanne Cornett. She's the 2-year-old daughter of Cam and Kimberly Cornett of London. She competed in America's Most Beautiful Baby contest in October 1990, winning in her age division. She's the granddaughter of Mr. and Mrs. Cornett and Ernest and Janice House of London.
Now we have, there goes Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the Bear.
Big hit with all the kids. Okay, next we have Mrs. Kentucky America, 1991, Carrie Simmons.
It's Terry Simmons. Is it Terry or Carrie?
The sign on her car said Carrie.
Okay.
She's sponsored by Cumberland Valley Insurance Management.
And Carrie will
Suzanne,
be...
you should not correct me on the air.
Well, our cue card said Terry.
Yeah, our
Oh,
cue
well.
card was typed wrong.
Carrie will be emceeing the mother-daughter lookalike contest
good.
at 4 today.
I said that would be pretty interesting to come and see. I'm sure we'll have a good time judging that, Suzanne.
It will be hard. It was hard last year because there's so many mothers and daughters that look alike.
Sure, I'd say that would be hard.
But I think they really enjoyed, the mothers and daughters enjoyed that time
Oh,
together.
sure they do. I'm sure they do. Well, we're waiting again for the next entry to come through. The parade started at 2 o'clock today. It's been going on for about 35 minutes, and we're just barely halfway through. So should be a very long and exciting, colorful parade. Yeah, lots more to come. And let's see what we have next here, Suzanne. Looks like we have Cypress Mountain Coal Company with their entry entitled Coal, an American Tradition.
Well, that's a nice float.
It sure is. It's mechanized.
Yes.
It takes a lot of work to do a mechanized float. Really, it does. Those are always good to watch, fun to watch. You know, I've noticed over the years that the floats in these parades have really progressed quite a bit. You know, from 10, 12 years ago, you know, people decorating floats with tissue paper and things like that. They've progressed to where they move and they're animated, and you know, it just really shows what imagination the people of this county have in building these.
It takes a lot of hard work to make a float.
Yeah, it really does.